And there will be many people around the globe who are thinking about the resurrection of Jesus that maybe don't ordinarily think about the resurrection of Jesus. That's a good thing. But for those of us who profess to be Christians, those of us who love Jesus, we should be thinking about the resurrection regularly, like every day. Every day we should think about the resurrection, and it should inform and influence how we make decisions, like every day. Let me put it this way. Imagine with me, it's going to be a little bit weird, but stick with me. Imagine with me we live in a different universe, and in that universe, Jesus did not raise from the dead. In that fictional universe, Jesus was a good rabbi, Jewish teacher, lived in the first century, died, but stayed dead. Imagine how you might live your life in that universe. Okay. Now, compare that with how you live your life in this universe, the real universe, the universe in which Jesus did indeed raise from the dead. Are those two things different? I sure hope so. And not just a little bit different, but drastically different. The way we live our life in this universe should be significantly different than we would live our life in that fictional universe where Jesus did not raise from the dead. Friends, Jesus rose from the dead. It's not a myth or a legend or a metaphor. It is a matter of history. It actually happened. He physically came back from the dead. And that should be something that changes the way we think and live every single day. But church, my concern, if I'm honest, is that there are many professing Christians who do not live in light of the resurrection. My fear is that there are many people who claim to be Christians, that when we examine their lifestyles, it doesn't seem all that different than if they lived in that fictional universe where Jesus did not raise from the dead. This should not be the case for those of us who profess to follow Jesus. The resurrection should change everything for us. It should change the way we spend our time, or what movies we watch, or what music we listen to. It should change how we approach our jobs or our schoolwork. It should change how we spend our money or do our taxes. It should change how we view our coworkers and our neighbors. It should change how we approach dating and marriage and parenting. The resurrection, the most victorious moment in human history, should be thought about every day. It should be on our minds every day, and it should impact the way we live our lives. Is that true for you? I ask you this morning to honestly take inventory. Is that true for you? My hope for all of us is that there would be people who observe our lifestyles. They see how we live and how we make choices, and they would be confused, and they would say, "Why did you do it like that? Why did you make that choice?" And we would respond, hopefully honestly, by saying, "Because he rose from the dead. That's why I live like that. That's why I do it like that." Church, my exhortation for you this morning is simple. Think about the resurrection every day and allow the resurrection to influence how you make choices every day. Jesus Christ came back from the dead. Let's live like we believe that. Would you pray with me?